topic is, well, because this is my style. Okay, my style want to dig deep into something. Okay, here is I am digging deep into something, and that thing is called mashup. Okay, so why I want to dig deep into it? Because it is a very interesting. Okay, the internet world is like this. Some people find some loophole, and then some people invent some measure against the loophole. And people don't like that measure because that measure make yourself not convenient enough to work on something. Then some people work with some workaround. Okay? So if you understand the history, then you will find that many features are just walk around. Okay? Work around, I mean, not walk around. Work around. So the workaround is like this. This is something called SOP, I always mention. So what exactly is SOP? SOP is to disable you to do several things. First thing, let's say I have many frames and iframes in my page. Let's say this is a page. Okay? Can a frame control an iframe here? It depends. It depends on what the technology used by the server behind it. Maybe the user using a service that is similar to the YouTube, right? In assignment tutor, they're using it. You are hosting an iframe, and your hosting page is owned by you. You can control that iframe, okay? But it is not always the case. Let me show you some demonstration first. Okay. So this is some example. Those iframes examples are bad examples. I want to show you something. I love this example, the Baidu. Okay, so what's this page? Let's take a look. Page source, very simple. There is a JavaScript. I will explain to you in a minute. And why I cannot make it bigger? Oh, bigger. Okay, good. So this page is very easy to be understood. I have two iframes. Okay, one of the iframes I will use JavaScript to ask it to do a Baidu search. Another, I will ask it to do a Yahoo search. Okay, just send two commands. And how I send the two commands? Okay, I look for that iframe. Okay, here is I look for the iframe. The ID is called Baidu frame. Okay, and ask the frame source becoming a query. And the query is Baidu.com as equal to blah, 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 blah. I just reverse engineer, okay? And the query thing, I plug into it, and so that it will do the search, okay? Now, what do you think? Let's go. What are you do? What do you want to look for? How about this? No, this is an advertisement, okay? Hello. How about Yahoo? What happened? Yeah, Baidu has something. How about Yahoo? Okay. Inspect element. I have some errors, right? So what are the errors? Let's see. Wow. Look at here. I love this. I love this. Read it. Yeah, I love this. They inject advertisement in here. 加入埋百度，加入網頁搜索，你會贏到世界。And the recruiter email address, yeah, on their page. Very interesting. Okay. We are not going to look at it. Okay. We look at here. Okay. And what's security error? A security error happens. What is the security error? Block a frame with origin. Baidu want to access. Yeah, that guy want to access my frame. Yeah, very horrible, huh? Actually, this Baidu want to access my page. Wow. Another, that there's only two warnings. Where the third one? The third one is the top one. The top one is the original thing that I want to show you. Is another error. The error is the Hong Kong search.yahoo.com want to search this string. Okay. Now, by the way, what is this string? Okay. This string is actually, I can click on it. Actually, this guy, no problem, right? It's a proper string. But this Yahoo server will block it and say that, yeah, it said XFrameOptions the same origin. So what is this about? This is about something interesting, really interesting. Okay, yeah, let me close this guy. Where is it? Okay, so this is about not about the SOP anymore, okay? It's about, yeah, forget about this page. Okay, yeah, go faster. So this is about one attack, a very old attack called clickjacking. Okay, clickjacking is like this. I don't know whether you seen it before. Okay, you suddenly find some well-known people, or not just well-known people, is you think that people is a good guy. Okay, and they suddenly post some porn video on their Facebook feed. Okay, and then you know that, haha, 你中招，你中伏啦. Okay, and what is that? It's actually something like this. I can show you a clickjacking demonstration written by me. Okay, don't be afraid that clickjacking is not going to show anything on your Facebook. Okay, so I just show it in this way. I want to show it in this way. Okay, actually there is a DIV. I can turn the DIV opacity to another value so that I can block your view completely. I choose it to be 0. Very hard to use this guy. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. I just use 0.4. Okay. I just use 0.4 so that you can see what happened. Now, originally this page is something like this called Click Me. Okay. And of course, I use JavaScript to show the thing behind it. I can totally hide everything, and so having it, I set my homepage there. When you click it, it will click my link here. Can you see this? You see, click on clicking my link, okay? Or I can click a link and go to like my page, whatever things you want, okay? So understand what is this attack? This is actually a valid attack already blocked. Okay, so what is the meaning of already blocked? If so happen that I hide something behind, okay, what is the possibility that I can hide a page behind this DIV? There's only one way. I put it as an iframe, right? Behind it is an iframe. Okay, you cannot have a page inside a page, right? Unless you use iframe. Now, the server of CSC web server allows me to display my page as an iframe. Okay, is the source of the bug, or not the source of bug. Okay, of course the source of bug is me. Okay, I write this page. Okay, and to avoid it, some people invent some measure. The measure is like this. How about I don't let's say that the Facebook page is here. When you click on it, it will be share link, right? You have tried it. You want to share a link. Okay, what will happen? Okay, of course this time I will do some advertisement. Okay, let's go to Kingdom mode. Okay, then when you want to share this, you will have a new window pop up. Okay, now this is one measure. Okay, what is the measure? The measure is I will require to bottom up and forbid you to show it as an iframe. But of course, there are some clever hacker. How about I copy this URL? Okay, I want everyone click on 4.40 and go to share Kingdom mode. Okay, yeah, that's an evil act, right? How can I stop it? Okay, the way that Facebook stop it is to stop this link to be shown within an iframe. Okay, to stop it from showing within an iframe. Now, the way to stop it is to add some new header called X minus frame minus options, okay, to whatever values. There can be any other values. It can be allowed. It can be denied. It can be if your page, let's say you're hosting Facebook, your web server will say that XFrameOptions is equal to same origin, then I will only allow Facebook hosting an iframe showing Facebook content. That means the same origin. Okay. Now look back to the example. No, not this. Look back to the example here. The Yahoo. The Yahoo actually is setting one thing is to block me from showing Yahoo content as an iframe in a non-Yahoo page. Okay, so it allows himself to host an iframe displaying its own content, but it disallows me to do so. Okay, so this is the problem. This is the problem. Okay, and of course, not Baidu is a bad. Okay, it's don't stop it. Okay, or they love people to do a clickjacking. Okay, now how about other system like Google? Okay, I try Google and Flickr. Google and Flickr, I type hello. Okay, it seems that nothing happened. Let's take a look at the console. Now both disallow me. Okay, so these two guys are kind of better, right? It just blocked me doing so. Then what was the problem? The problem is, okay, because of this, I did some workaround, okay? I really want to do things like this. And you also see some web system doing something like this. What is that? Allow you to clean some search keyword. And there are two, I don't know what are they, okay? Maybe frames or maybe div, whatever you want. It's actually allowing you to do the search. Let's see. Maybe I pick one with this one. Okay, so hello. It's actually allows you to search for. I don't know why hello becomes something like this. Okay, hello becomes dog. Okay, and in the hello for the Google search result it becomes a set of things like this. Now there are some page allow you to do this. How? If it's not an iframe, then how can I talk to the Google server? Now this is from a Google, the search result, and this is from the Flickr. Google and Flickr, okay, they accept some people to get a query using API, and the API is not setting a AGIS call, XML HTTP request to send to the server directly. Okay, they are not doing something like this. They are doing something in a tricky way. There's another workaround. And the workaround name is called, wait, what happened? It's called JSON P. JSON with padding. Okay, so what is a JSON and padding? Now let's go dig deep into something. And I think this will enable you to write your own API if you want to set up an API and want others to use it. Now let's go. So the technique is like this. The technique is you write your API. Okay, you set up an API of yourself as JavaScript, okay, to let other people to load, okay, and the reply is actually as JSON, right? Usually we're doing something like this. Now, how can I let you to call my API and give you a JSON? Now I show you an example first. So this is something. What is the example here? Click. It's asked me to save something. Oh, what is it? What's this directory? Oh, Google Jam. Okay, forget about it. So let's see it. Let's call it reply. Save it. Okay, open it. So can you understand what is it? What is it? Maybe hard, right? Let me restructure it. Okay, we structure it. Okay, tape. Now, understand what this is now? Okay, then let me find the end of the array. And another field. Yeah. So, understand what is that now? What is that? A function call. Right? The reply from the previous hyperlink. Let's take a look. What is a hyperlink? Okay, maybe I'm doing too fast, huh? Oh. Okay. Look at the hyperlink here. It's click on. What is that? www.google.com. Complete. Search. It is an autocomplete URL request. Okay, HTTP request. I request for autocomplete. I type actually what's the The thing I type MA, Q equal MA. Okay, I just MA, you give this a list of autocomplete content, and autocomplete content is sent as a file. I save it as TXT. And then the results, oops, Y is going to kingdom mode, okay. Yeah, the result is window.google.ac.h is actually as a function call. What is that? Now, it's become tricky, right? Actually, I can call Google, and Google will, I don't know why, will call something like this. Okay? Now, what if you have a function, the name is called window, and actually window is an object, and you add an object called Google to window, and inside this Google object there's an AC, there's an H, and H is actually a function. Then that function will be called. Yeah. Now, this is something that I don't want, right? It's just kind of ugly, right? It's always be this. Now, can I change the function call name? Very easy, huh? You can change the function call name by something like this. Let me do a copy and paste first. Copy. Hey, oh no. Yes. Okay. Copy. This is the link. I add one more parameter. The parameter is called callback. Okay, if you cannot see it. The parameter is called callback equal to haha. Okay. What will happen? Again, it's asked me to save it. This time I call it reply2.txt. Save. Open it. It becomes something like this. Haha, and okay, make it bigger. Haha, and the function call, and here is the end of the function call, and this is the content to the function call. So what is it? It seems to be Google actually opened up a way for you to customize the way it's called a function call by using the parameter called callback. And if actually think about it, if you have a function, the name is called haha. Okay? Your function is called haha. Actually, you will pass this haha and this part of the checking. What is the checking? It's check whether haha is pointing to null or undefined. If it's not null, it's not undefined, it's a defined function, then this part is true. The second part will be calling your function. Okay? So that means that Google allows me to customize the callback such that if I really have a haha call, okay, then I can trigger a function to process this array. Now the point is, I know how to invoke it now. I know how to get this response. How can I ask this piece of code when it come back to my program? How can I execute it? Okay. When it comes back, it's just a piece of let's say I use a XML HTTP request. It is just a piece of data coming back. Okay, it's not invoking something. To invoke it is very simple. Okay, and if you are impatient, I can give you a keyword. The keyword is called script. To create a script tag. Okay, to create a script tag, and the script tag will try to execute this bunch of things. Okay, and this is the foundation of every API's construction. Every API is constructed by this way. Okay, believe it or not. Okay, so I think today's time is up.